Hi, this is Charlene Hurst, amateur archaeologist, somewhere in New England, and I have found in this undisclosed site a bunch of fossilized footprints. I will show them to you in a minute. These two, one going this way, as you can see, and the other one also going this way, are almost like negatives. And I can tell you, if I turn around and face this way, you can see them a little better. I have an average woman's foot. It's quite large. These are barefoot, by the way. A very large adult. As you can see, it's much larger than mine. There's another one here that appears to be a little smaller. This rock is pretty much covered with them, so I'll try to find the best ones. This one seems to have some sort of shoe, and it's more of a normal size. Something some appear to have shoes, and some appear to be barefoot. That one is more my size, but it's barefoot. Ones that are barefoot seem to be very distorted. The ones with shoes seem to have been woven or designed by human hands. The ones that are barefoot, not so much, and then there are other impressions in here that I can't quite figure out. Some of the rocks around here are very strange. This looks like it was once river mud that eventually hardened. There's another barefoot one. It's small, it's also distorted. By this bush there is a large one that is barefoot, that's very distorted, and another large one that's very distorted. It almost looks like it has hair on the toes. There's another large one that is quite large and very distorted. There is an extremely large one here that has toes beginning up here, coming down this way, and a thumbprint. It's also with some toes up here, maybe a thumbprint, and coming down here. Toes, thumbprint, and coming down here. That is extremely large. Barely noticeable, but extremely large. And that is well implanted into the rock. Again, from up here, you can barely see it. The rock is different colored. Let me get another look at it. I'm trying to get a good view. It's easier to see from the right angle. It is a huge footprint. And it is definitely textured into the rock. Again, here's my foot in comparison. You can always see there's another footprint right there next to it. It's darker. It looks like it has a shoe. But this is bare footprint. That's extremely large. Again, more footprints up here. More that come through here that are hard to see. And there's a small handprint that is in the rock. And possibly others. It's hard to tell. Another print here, small one. But you get the picture. Now, we all know that Native Americans have worn shoes for thousands of years. That definitely explains the ones with the shoe prints. There's no mystery there. The barefoot ones, obviously everybody swims barefoot. That could definitely be an explanation. As for the size and shape, well, I'll leave that up to interpretation. But I know that I've never seen anybody with footprints the size of the ones that are here. Whether or not it hints to a size of a person with gigantism or not, an individual or a couple of individuals with gigantism, is possible. It may also indicate somebody with a deformed foot. But somebody with hair on their feet possibly as well, but I don't know of too many people who have hairy feet. All I know is that these footprints are different than anything I've ever seen, either photographed in the fossil record or in any current medical history as far as being linked with size. So I will leave this up to other scientists and other people to debate, staying obviously trying to keep my scientific objectivity. But I will say they are the strangest footprints I've ever seen. I will show you some more examples of other footprints that I've found in the past. Okay, we're back to the rock where I found what might be some kind of textile, or else it may just be more river mud, but I think there's a textile that's been fossilized here. Again, we have a child's foot, perfectly fossilized with a shoe on it. Again, it could be Native American. And that's obviously fossilized into the rock. Then we come over here, and there is another large, barefoot, kind of hairy-looking fossilized footprint. This one is, like I said, I have an average-sized woman's foot. It's slightly deformed, and it looks like it has hairy toes. That could be, like I said, some other explanation for it. This looks like it had a shoe, a large shoed footprint. Now again, it probably could be explained by a Native American foot. This one could be another large footprint here, a barefoot footprint. It's obviously way larger than my foot. See, the heel impression is way down here, and the toes are way up here. So you can see this is an extremely large foot. There's a barefoot. And if we walk around a little more, I think there were a couple others I saw. There's this large footprint here. It's hard to make out with the moss, but you can barely see the outline of a foot. Again, it's barefoot, and it's very, very large. So there's a mixture between feet with shoes and footprints from individuals who are barefoot with large feet. See the toe extending out this way, or up higher anyways. There's another footprint here. I can't quite tell, but it looks like the toes go out this way, and they are slightly odd figuration. Now all of these are fossilized in mud or some substance that was fossilized on top of the rock, not deep into the rock. So they're not as old as the lowest level of rock. So they've been made more recently than the actual bedrock, probably after the last age of glaciation. So read into that what you will. But they had to have been done within the last 12 to 13,000 years.